Hello everyone, Pinder Productions here, and today I'm back with another F1 2016 career mode episode, and today we go to round at 11 for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And in this episode I'm going to be raising the difficulty from hard to expert because of the, well, how easy it was to win last weekend, the last race at the British Grand Prix. So yeah, let's go. The championship looks good as well at the moment, so I'm excited.
Welcome to Budapest as we prepare for the start of the Hungarian Grand Prix. The teams are just getting their cars ready to go out for today's practice session, so we'll be straight to the action shortly. A warm welcome once again to the man standing beside me in the commentary box for this session, Anthony Davidson. Hello, Ant. Excited to get underway?
Yeah, absolutely. I always look forward to seeing the cars get out there on track. They probably won't be on the limit immediately, of course. We know that one or two of the teams are looking to do some work on new aerodynamic packages, so that always takes some time to get into. But it'll be really interesting to see later on in the session what kind of performance gains are there to be found.
In the practice exercises, I didn't do that well, to be honest. The only thing I accomplished was the track acclimatization, as you can see here. So here we go, up to the DRS, activate that in time, and there you go. I got green there. I decided not to go for purple on this. And then I did not do well in the tyre management. I either could go fast enough but not get the tyre wear, or get the tyre wear but not go fast enough, so that wasn't good. And for the qualifying lap pace, I really just wasn't quick enough to do this. So again, I couldn't accomplish either of those two. At least I got the track acclimatization, so they got some resource points there. Speaking of resource points, here are the resource points that I have got. And then there you go. Don't know what all this is about, getting 0 for all of that. Let's listen to our session goal for qualifying.
Hi, how are you? I'm just passing on your qualifying goals for this weekend.
So those are the goals we have for qualifying. And here we have not got 900 resource points yet, so let's go to qualifying.
We hope you're looking forward to today's qualifying in Hungary as much as we are. We think it's going to be a cracker. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
I did qualifying on the super soft compound tyre, and I actually started the lap pretty well, as you can see there, out of turn 1, but it's pretty hard to mess up there. And as you can see, it was short-lived because I ended up qualifying P6 on the grid for the race. So it's already looking like expert was not the best decision after all, but let's see what resource points we have. So we now have over 900 resource points, so we can finally get the engine upgrade our car again. Gone down twice, that's not good. Let's listen to the voicemail.
Hello, I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
Okay, so those are the race goals. So you have to beat Sebastian Vettel, like that's going to happen. And I'm going to apply the engine upgrade because we have Spa and Italy coming up soon, so that will help us there.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile circuit, but the last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races. Let's hope we're in for another one here today. With me to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who made his Grand Prix debut here with Minardi back in 2002. So, Ant, this is a bit of a special one for you, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'd say so. I also stood in to commentate on Jensen's win in 2006, and as I was a test driver for Honda at the time, you can imagine that was quite an emotional Grand Prix. It's also a tough circuit on the drivers, this one too. Lots of long, slow corners that require a lot of patience from inside the car. Plus, it's a very downforce heavy circuit. I mean, it's all relative, of course, but if you're lacking a bit in downforce, or if you've got a bit of an imbalance in the setup, this is definitely one of the worst places to have to deal with that.
If we keep up this level of performance, I think you'll be promoted to #1 driver. So let's make sure we get a good result today.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, with Nico Rosberg alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and a Ferrari.
I chose the fastest of the two strategies for the race, so that's what I chose there. And here we go for the start of the race. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go. A little bit of a slow start there. Is Bottas going to try and overtake? No, he isn't. Verstappen moves across there to cover me off, almost smashing me into the wall. Not quite, really. And here we go, braking late as possible, and I've made up into P3. That was pretty good braking from me there, overtaking all of the AI into the first corner. And here we go for the start of the race. Can we make a move on Hamilton? I don't think we can. I think expert AI is just, we're not going to get a win at this point in the season. But hopefully we're in P3. I did not expect that to happen turn 1. I thought carnage would happen, which I don't know, it probably will happen at some stage. As you can see, running a little bit wide there through that corner. I'm not great through all these twists and tight turns and technical parts usually. So yeah, Hungary may not have been the best, but I'm usually quite good at Hungary. So yeah, I thought expert would be good to try here because I'm usually quite good. And I'm in P3, so it looks like it's paying off slightly. I mean, I could have been P1, but P3, that seems like it could be on for an interesting race. And here we go, less than a lap later. I run way too wide through this corner here, and Ricciardo comes up my inside, and I'm down into P4. Can I get round the outside? No, I can't. I've been pushed wide, probably pushed myself wide, and my teammate, and even the Williams of Bottas has got through as well. So, oh no, that's Massa. Bottas was behind me at the start of the race, so that's Massa there. Even he's tried to make a move around me. Have a last turn here. Can I get DRS? No, we're on lap 2. Don't get DRS yet. So they're gone. My teammate and Ricciardo have overtaken me. Is Massa going to try here? No, he's not. And I've made gains there, but gone too deep, braking too late. And I've been overtaken already. I don't know. It makes for interestingness, but for results and points, it's not good. So, at least we can, I don't know, maybe go back on my decision if it turns out to be a bad race. And so far it's looking that way. However, I have made up at least one position. I am at least in P5, which is a good thing. Coming round onto the pit straight now, and I think the Williams is going to make a move. So, here we go. Is he going to make a move? I bet he's got DRS, and he's going round. There you go. Up my inside. However, I'm braking later than him. Can I keep the position? Yes, I can at the moment, but he's going to get DRS again here. Can I defend well enough to keep P5? I'm really just holding him up at the moment. Bottas there. I'm holding him up, but I've kept the position, and it looks like he's backed off a little bit, or I've got ahead a bit. As you can see, Ricciardo and my teammate are way ahead. It doesn't look like I'm going to catch them anytime soon. So it's just me trying to hold back Bottas and everyone behind him.
We will keep you informed of any changes to the weather. Okay, the pit window has opened. Pit window now open for you.
And as my engineer tells me this information, Williams tried to go down my inside again, but I've held him off yet another time. And it looks like he can't keep up with me without, or even with the DRS there, but looks like I've got a better run out of turn 1 each lap so far. And again here, I'm getting a better run than him. So I can at least hold this position so long as he doesn't make too many gains through the final sector, because that's where I'm slow. I'm good through the first sector and a bit of the second, but through the third sector I'm really not very good, so it's not going to be good there. But now I'm coming into the pits for my first and what should be my only stop. as you saw from the data at the start. So let's see where I come out. And look, I am in last place now, which isn't very good. However, I'm the only person I think who's actually made a stop, so hopefully I'll gain some positions on the next lap when other people come into the pits. Also, I am faster than most of the cars, well, a lot of the cars in front of me, and should come out ahead of them at least, or maybe even be able to overtake a few. As you can see there, ahead is Ericsson and Verline in a Sauber and a Manor, so I should be able to get ahead of them at least, because I know the Ferrari is a lot faster than them, as we are second fastest in development and they are towards the bottom. I'm not sure who's at the bottom, but I know those two teams are at the bottom, so we should be able to at least try and make a move on them at some point. And onto the pit straight now. There are some people in the pit, so we should make up a position. There you go, 19th. And where are we going to be at the end? P16 it looks like, so not too bad. And we have gained on NASA now there ahead of us. I think that is, no, that's just me. It's Ericsson still ahead. I was reading myself because I was at the bottom last time. So it's Ericsson this time, and we are very close to him. We should be able to make a move within the next lap at least. Here we go. Can we break late purple sector time there, and right into turn, I don't know what turn this is. So yeah, there you go. But into the chicane here, and we are still close behind Marcus Ericsson now in his Sauber. It's basically his own team now, because his financial backers have bought a large share of the team. So it's almost like it's Team Ericsson in some ways. But there we go. We're going to make a move on Marcus Ericsson now. Down his inside, braking later than him. Didn't even go deep there. Now we can focus on NASA. Hopefully even getting the DRS, but I'm not sure. We are very close though, so should be within a second of him as well. And there you go, the manner there, Verline has gone into the pits, and someone ahead of him has also gone into the pits. And we are going to get DRS on Felipe Nasser, and we are up into the P11, P10, P8, and now P7 it will be, overtaking Nasser there. And we will get DRS again because there isn't another DRS detection zone, so that will help us stay ahead of Nasser, although we have higher top speed, better aero and things like that than the Sauber there. So P7 there. I seem to be gaining on this train of cars ahead of me. I think Button is in there and Ricciardo. Looks like there's McLaren holding them up. Oh no, it's two Force Indias I think holding Ricciardo up, so hopefully I can make a move on Ricciardo at some point over the next lap or two. And we have DRS, so can we at least be helped by that? We've got a bit of a fishtail on there out the final corner though, so it doesn't look like we're going to make a move. I bet Ricciardo's also got DRS on them because he's very close. However, we have made gains into turn 1. Good braking there and good exit now with DRS there. Can we make a move on Ricciardo into turn 3 here? I know this is turn 3. I'm going to try going around his outside there. Can we make the move? No, we can't. We're going to have to bail out of that. But can we make a move here after turn 4? We got a better exit than Ricciardo, and under braking, not really a challenge there. We made the move on the straight, and now we can try and gain some time on the Force Indias that seem to be holding each other up a bit. And here we go into the last few corners, and are we going to try and get a move on Hulkenberg? No, we're not, but we're going to try and stay at least within DRS range of him. Going wide there though, so not really the best way of trying to stay in range of him. However, he's gone into the pits. We should get DRS of him, or Perez even, and there we go. We have got DRS. Can we make a move on Perez on the pit straight here? Got DRS perfectly activated there, and got my gears perfectly right as well, not interfering with each other, and braking later than Perez into turn 1. Good line, but slightly wide, and we have made the move stick on Perez, and we are now up into P4, so only one place behind the podium positions. Running a bit tightly there though, a little bit cutting the grass. Didn't think I'd actually get back into P4. I think I was in P6 before the pits, So to get back up into P4, I think the undercut works well quite around here. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I'm very happy back into P4. But now at the end of lap 13, Ricciardo has caught right back up to me. He has done so well. I must be going so slowly around here. Anyway, he's going to try and make a move up my inside. Can he do it? No, he can't. I'm braking later than him. And round the outside, there we go. I've kept the move, but is he going to try again with DRS? I'm going to try and block him off. I'm going to go to the outside to get the inside line, keep the racing line, and keep my car as wide as possible. Just ahead of me, I can't even see him on the mini-map or on the road ahead, so he's not just ahead of me. How is 13.3 seconds and just ahead the same thing? They're completely different things. Ricciardo's still behind me though, but I have held him back. But now we have part 2 of this battle. Don't care about Massa because Ricciardo has got DRS on me. Proximity arrows, there you go, he's very close. Is he going to get the move into turn 1? No, he's not. I'm braking later than him, but I've gone wide. That means he's going to get an inside line and an easy in. What? I was about to say that's an easy inside line, but he's just whacked me off the track. And there you go, look, the Williams of Bottas is also ahead now, so I'm back down into P6. P4 to P6. Between 2 corners. Ricciardo has no regard for racing. It's a bit like my video on my second channel with someone online in a Mercedes. Ricciardo is just identical now. I want to go back to hard difficulty if Ricciardo's going to treat me like this. Anyway, hopefully we can get a move onto either of those two within the next few laps. I've not been able to catch up to them. Instead, Button has been able to catch up to me, and he's going to try and take a move up my inside, but I'm not having any of it because I'm braking later than him, and he's whacked me in the rear end there. But I don't know what happened there. He's now behind Verstappen, so don't know what happened there. I got whacked in the rear end, and now Verstappen's behind me, which isn't really good to see because I think he's faster than Button at the moment in his car. But there you go, and we've kept P6 at least. At least I haven't gone down any positions. That's the main thing this race. That's the only positive. I haven't gone down in positions, but Verstappen is very close, and he could get me in the last sector, so I'm not sure. But coming into this chicane here, can I get a good line? Good as I can get, really, at the moment. Braking slightly early there. Luckily, though, it has paid off, and I've kept P6 so far. Going to try and go quickly round this corner. Braking here, down into 5th, and I've so far held this position. Can I keep it round 3 last corners? I've got 2 more corners. Oh no, I've still got 3 corners to go. I forgot about the last corner. No, 2 corners. It is just 2 corners. Okay, I thought there was another one, but there isn't. It's just this one. And luckily, it looks like I've been able to keep P6. Not really what I wanted. I thought I'd do better from how well I was doing the hard ones, but oh, 5th? How did I get 5th? It was P6. I'm gonna have to look at the results in a second. Who's lost a place?
Today. That's another historic win. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a look
Lewis
at the
Hamilton.
standings. Sebastian
Hang on.
Vettel takes over the lead of the
How is
Drivers'
Lewis Hamilton
Championship
behind me?
after
Verstappen
that
was there.
result. And now I'd like to ask you,
What?
Anthony Davidson,
What's
who was your
happened?
driver of the day?
How did I get P5? I finished P6.
For me today, really impressive.
No
And
penalty.
here's how things are shaping up in the
How?
Constructors' Championship.
How?
The top comes down after a strong weekend.
I don't understand how that happened.
That's it for today's Grand
Although I'm
Prix.
happy because of that's extra points.
And see you again
Still
next
P2
time.
in the Drivers' Championship, and Ferrari are still P1 in the Constructors. Me and Hamilton are both only 1 point behind my teammate as I knock the microphone with my thumb, scratching my chin. And again there, sorry if that hurts your ears, rip headphone users. Got 134 career points, resource points now. I think I've won my rivalry though, which is nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with the difficulty though. I think I might go back to hard, because I don't think I'm ready yet for expert difficulty. I mean, this race hasn't gone too badly, but it could have gone better. And if I'm going to win the championship, I need hard, really. So I think I'll probably go back down. I know I'm chickening out, but at least I've tried
Hey, it's
expert.
me. I just came from a meeting with the department heads. Your performance came up and they're very pleased so far. Well done. Don't let that level drop, okay?
Okay, I don't know how she still thinks that even after this race, me coming P6, well P5. And there we go. Should get our engine upgrade next race for Hockenheim. And this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, because there will be more F1 2016 coming soon on the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.